somewhere out there is a number with your name on it. Cross it, and work becomes a choice. Your bills get paid whether you get out of bed or not. Not by a boss, not by a paycheck, by your portfolio. That's what dividends are. You own pieces of companies, and those companies pay you, every month, every quarter, just for holding them. No alarm clock, no commute. You didn't lift a finger. But here's the question nobody answers with a straight face. How much do you actually need invested to live off dividends? $10,000? $100,000? $1 million? More? I'm going to walk you through every level, from your first $10,000 all the way to $2.5 million, and show you exactly what the portfolio pays at each one, what that money covers in your real life, and the moment the snowball starts rolling without you. Because the gap between the bottom and the top isn't luck, it's just math and time. By the end, you'll know your number. $10,000 invested. At a realistic blended yield, call it 3.5% across broad dividend funds, not yield traps, that pays you about $29 a month. 29 bucks. That's it, after all that saving. Most people see that number and quit. It feels like a joke. A year of skipped lunches, and the market hands you back the price of a pizza. But stay with me, because something important just happened. That $29 is your phone bill. You will never pay it again. A company you'll never visit, run by people you'll never meet, now covers a bill in your life. Forever. That's the first taste of the machine. The money shows up rain or shine. Recession, bad quarter, terrible Monday, the deposit hits. And the real move at this level is one setting: automatically reinvested. Every dividend buys more shares. Those shares pay more dividends. Those dividends buy more shares. It's slow. It's boring. It's a snowball the size of a marble. But every fortune that lives off dividends, every single one, started exactly here, with a deposit that looked like a joke. What separates people at this level? They don't quit at $29. $50,000 invested. Around $145 a month, every single month. That's the utilities. Electricity, water, internet, handled. The lights in your home are now kept on by companies paying you their profits. Notice what's changing. At 10 grand, the portfolio bought you a phone bill. At 50, it runs the infrastructure of your life. You're stacking small, permanent wins, one bill at a time. This level is where the habit becomes identity. You stop asking, "Can I afford this?" and start asking, "How many shares is this?" A $200 night out? That's a chunk of your monthly dividend gone, and suddenly you'd rather feed the snowball. It's also where most people get bored and wander off. New car, crypto casino, lifestyle creep. The graveyard of dividend portfolios is full of accounts that almost made it to six figures. The ones who push through do something counterintuitive. They automate everything and stop looking. Money in, every month, no exceptions. Reinvest on, eyes off. Because the snowball is rolling now, slowly. But it doesn't need you to watch it. It needs you to feed it. What separates people at this level? Consistency that looks like obsession. $100,000. About $290 a month. Your groceries, covered by dividends. Every meal in your house, paid for by companies you own. But the money isn't the real milestone here. The milestone is what Charlie Munger told a room of investors. The first 100 grand is brutal. He said it less politely. But you have to do it. Beg, scrimp, whatever it takes. Because after the first 100, the machine changes. Here's why. On your way to this level, most of the growth was you, your deposits, your discipline. From here, the portfolio itself starts doing half the work. Compounding stops being a word in a textbook and starts being a number in your account. Your dividends are buying real positions now. Your money makes money, and that money makes money. Run the math forward and it gets absurd. The second 100 grand arrives years faster than the first. The third, faster still. You already did the hardest part, you just can't see it yet. This is also the level where people around you start noticing something different. You're calmer about money. Emergencies aren't emergencies. A surprise bill is annoying, not catastrophic. What separates people at this level? They understand the first 100 was the price of admission. $250,000 invested. Roughly $730 a month. That's the car payment, the insurance, and the gas. Gone. The machine is paying for the machine that drives you to work. And sit with that irony for a second, because this is where the questions start. You drive to a job to earn money, while $730 arrives every month whether you show up or not. For the first time, you can feel the two systems running side by side. The one where you trade hours for money, and the one where you don't. $250,000 also changes how you behave under pressure. When the market drops, and it will, amateurs panic about prices. You start grinning about yield. A crash is the only time the store puts dividends on sale. The same shares cost less and pay the same. At this level, red days become buying days. Your reinvested dividends alone now deploy more capital every year than your entire first year of saving did. The snowball isn't a marble anymore. It's the size of a shopping cart, and it's starting to pull downhill on its own. What separates people at this level? They stopped fearing crashes and started ordering more. $500,000. Around $1,450 a month. In most of the country, that's the rent. Or the mortgage. The single biggest expense of your life, the one that eats half of most paychecks, handled by your portfolio. Do the inventory at this level. Phone, utilities, groceries, car, housing. Stack the earlier levels together and realize what's now true. Your portfolio runs the survival layer of your life. Everything after this is choice, not necessity. This is the level the internet calls lean freedom. Could you quit tomorrow and live? Tight, but yes. And just knowing that rewires you. Meetings feel different when you don't need the job. Negotiations feel different when walking away is survivable. Your boss can hear it in your voice, even if they can't name what changed. Most people at this level keep working, but the work changes. They take the risk, ask for the raise, start the thing they kept postponing. Because the downside stopped being disaster and started being a slightly slower snowball. $500,000 is where dividends stop being income and start being leverage over your own life. What separates people at this level? They use the safety to get aggressive. $1 million invested. About $2,900 a month. Every month. Forever. Without selling a single share. That's most people's entire monthly spend. Housing, food, transport, the subscriptions you forgot about. At $1 million, work becomes optional. Optional doesn't mean you quit. It means every morning you choose. And that choice changes the texture of everything. The same commute feels different when you're not chained to it. Here's what nobody tells you about this level. The snowball is now violent. At $1 million, the portfolio generates $35,000 a year on its own. Reinvested, that's a full-time saver's annual contribution, added automatically, without you earning a cent. Your money outsaves you. You're not feeding the snowball anymore, you're steering it. And the psychology flips one final time. The scarcity voice, the one that's been in your head since your first overdraft, goes quiet. You sleep through market crashes. Headlines that used to spike your heart rate become background noise. Volatility doesn't scare people who are never forced to sell. $1 million isn't the finish line, but it's the level where the machine stops needing you. What separates people at this level? Patience that outlasted every trend. $2.5 million. Roughly $7,300 a month, $87,000 a year, landing in your account like clockwork. You fully replaced a six-figure salary. Not by selling shares, not by drawing the portfolio down. Just the dividends, the output of a machine you spent years building. This is the level the whole journey points at. Never work again. Not retire and be careful. Never work again. The travel, the family time, the beach on a Tuesday, the project you always wanted to build, funded by companies that pay you to exist. And here's the detail that makes it beautiful. The paychecks grow. Good dividend portfolios raise their payouts most years, usually faster than inflation, which means you get a raise every year for doing absolutely nothing. The version of you at 60 earns more from this machine than the version who built it. From the outside, it looks like luck, a guy at the beach with no job and a rising income. But you know the truth. It's the same $29 phone bill from level 1, compounded, reinvested, never interrupted. The snowball is an avalanche now. It rolls without you. What separates people at this level? They started, and then they simply never stopped. So let's answer the actual question. How much do you need? Here's the formula. Take your yearly spending, multiply it by about 28. That's your freedom number. Spend $3,000 a month? You need around $1 million. Spend $8,000? Closer to 2.7. Big numbers. But you just watched how the latter actually works. Nobody saves their way to $2.5 million. They save their way to the first 100 grand, and the snowball drags them the rest of the way. The early levels are grind. The late levels are physics. And every level pays you something real along the way. The phone bill at 10 grand, groceries at 100, the rent at $500,000. You don't have to reach the top to feel the machine working. It starts working at level 1. The market will crash on your way up. Headlines will scream. Your friends will chase whatever's loud that year. The dividends won't care. They'll just keep landing. So be honest about two numbers tonight. What you spend in a year, and what's actually invested right now. The gap between them is just time and consistency. Which level are you on? And when do you start feeding the snowball?